Hello there, Internet. Nico Boros fanboy here, and I got another video for you guys today. And today we're gonna play some more motherfucking Grixis, in particular, some good old booty Grixis. In case you are weirded out by that, deck name, you probably should be. And the reason behind it is because the actual creator of this deck, it goes by the name of Butt Shaper. So Booty Grixis is there in their honor, and that's where I'm gonna end that. So what is Booty Grixis? Well, I have made a video on this very recently. It's called Grixis Midrange, and it has Knight of the Ebon Legion in the thumbnail. So if you want a more detailed deck tech in regards to this deck, then you can check out that video. What I'm gonna talk about here is I'm gonna talk about my impressions after having played this deck more. And, I'm going to go back into a few important details that I think are what really make this deck really viable. And potentially, in my opinion, tier 1, which is a tier where Grixis has never really been before. And I firmly believe this deck is very powerful and very competitive and can take on any of the tier 1 decks and take them on really well. So why? What makes this variant of Grixis so much better than every other variant of Grixis that we've seen and we've tried to make work again and again? Well, I think it all really rides on the fact that Knight of the Ebon Legion is a fantastic addition to the archetype. More so than the likes of Chandra, Awakened Inferno, which is just outstanding as a late game bomb for Grixis, don't get me wrong. But the impact that Knight of the Ebon Legion has on this deck is just absolutely mind-blowing if you think about it. Knight of the Ebon Legion is a mere 1-drop, but the fact that you can continuously boost him with mana makes him a very reliable threat in the late game. An actual, good top deck if both players have, run out of steam, which can happen a lot with this sort of decks as we have a very reactive nature when it comes to our resources, and we have a lot of disruption as well with Thought Erasure and Ravager too. So the general idea is that Knight of the Ebon Legion shines in a deck like this that has so many different tools to interact with the opponent, and thus can basically wear them out and leave them with very few options to actually deal with a snowbally creature like this, who can provide us with good pressure in the early game, a good threat that can trade well against mid-range decks in turn 3 onwards, as we can use his ability, and a potential late game finisher as well. This card is just magnificent. It's just absolutely magnificent in this build, and the more I played, the more I realized just how much he provides for us. Dreadhorde Butcher also provides a lot of utility, a lot of early game threat, but Knight of the Ebon Legion is where it's at, man. This is the most important recent addition to the archetype of Grixis as a whole. So I had a run with this deck in yesterday's stream. It was between 4 and 5 hours long, and I lost 2 best of 3 series. Every single other best of 3 series I won, and we climbed our way pretty easily through Platinum onto Diamond rank. And I was just blown away by the deck's performance, man. We ran into everything. We ran into even Jeskai Planeswalkers, Scape Shift decks, all sorts of variants like Bant or Sultai, 5 colors even. We ran into Boros Feather. We played versus Esper. We played including Grixis Mirrors as well, though I think we only had one of those. We played Mono Blue Tempo, I believe, and pretty much every archetype you can think of, really, we ran into it. It was a very diverse ranking experience, which is really nice. You can complain about the metagame in certain aspects, but one of the things that is true about it is that there's quite a bit of diversity, and I just never really faced the same deck again and again, which was, at least I didn't so yesterday, which was very nice. And I don't know, I'm just blown away by this build. And today's video, we're going to be highlighting Mr. No Fire, No Steel here. Angrath the Flame Chain is going to be the MVP of today's gameplay. A fringe addition in a way, and I'm not even sure if I'm using that word right. I'm Spanish, I'll use that as an excuse. But basically, Angrath the Flame Chain is kind of like our 5th Nicol Bolas Dragon God. And what I mean by that is that he's like our 5th 5-mana bomb, which is meant to really apply pressure from that turn onwards and can either disrupt our opponents or remove their hand eventually, or take away one of their key 3-drops and hit them with it and also remove it. I like Angrath a lot. And today's video is a good example of how he can be pretty game-winning and also can potentially synergize with Dragon God as well. So without further ado, I'm going to hop you guys over to some games. I'm using English words in a weird way, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. I think you'll like today's gameplay, though. I do have a matchup against Boros Feather, against a high-ranked Mythic player. I don't know how I got, matched up against him, because I have climbed. My climbing has been a little bit slower this time around because I've been focusing on trying all sorts of different decks. So I was surprised that while being in Platinum, I was paired with somebody in Mythic, but apparently it's because of the MMR. And I also got another matchup against Scape Shift, of course. I feel like I have to include those because that's probably the most powerful and popular deck in ranked right now. And, I really want to showcase gameplay against that, so that way you guys can perhaps have a better idea of how to deal with it yourselves. And, yeah, the sideboard, we've reverted back to the good old days, or the good old ways. We have 2 Legion's End and 2 Blood Suns instead of Ashiok. It turns out Blood Sun is actually better than Ashiok. I was wrong about that. It's just a more legitimate answer, and Legion's End is very, very, very good as a sideboard card in this metagame, much more than I originally thought, honestly. This card has been MVP in a lot of different matchups, and I do definitely think it's justified to run 2 copies of it alongside the one that we have in the main deck. And having that said, that is enough for today's deck tech. Hopefully you guys enjoy the games. Leave a like for daily MTG videos, and leave a like for motherfucking Grixis, and subscribe. It's free, and free is good. Now stop talking. Have a soul day, enjoy the games, and I will see you tomorrow. PHT equals permanent hit damage. I guess that's one way to approach it. Why am I being paired with the number 176 in Mythic? Isn't that kind of odd? I'm still in Platinum. I mean, I don't care, right, who I play, but from a matchmaking perspective, isn't that, like, really odd? It's MMR? Okay. I'll check lands, but I'll keep this. Ooh, is he playing the mono reds? Oh no, it's potentially Feather. I actually don't dislike this here. Yeah, these Vanguards. The problem is if he played Tajik, he gave this Mentor, and then I wouldn't be able to deal with it either. And if I draw Legion's End, I can deal with both. That's the idea, right? But what do we do here? I think it's very straightforward. I think we have to bedevil that. We could also... No, we have to bedevil. We got to keep this as a blocker. And hope for the best. Yeah, these Vanguards are really fucking us over. If he has a Reckless Rage, we're donezo. We're donezo. I mean, if I don't draw into Legion's End, we're also donezo. Like, it's very unlikely we're gonna win this game, basically, at this point. We're taking too much damage from these two. We do have answers, though. We do actually, like, legitimately have answers. We have Legion's End, and we have Posture Staker as well. If he has any sort of like, oh yeah, never mind. Like I can't block it. Ha ha. GG. GG. I could have like double cast down, but he had the health. So we obviously want Liege's End. We also want Duresses, realistically. I would argue for Chandra as well. I don't like Butcher. I mean, when going first, I guess I can justify him. We want Noxious Grasp. I don't know about Chandra here. Like, she comes in and she goes for the -3. Sometimes she wipes. Maybe as a one-off, she's fine. Yeah, maybe as a one-off, she's fine. Angrath can be decent, too. Maybe drop 1 and 1. How do I feel about Lightning Strike? I think I can drop Lightning Strike. I mean, now that I'm going first, she can recycle certain things, but at the same time, she's also vulnerable to... Maybe I'm just better off dropping the Lightning Strikes and going hard with these. I'm gonna go with this. I'm going to play Ravager. If he wants to Reckless Rage... So, Butcher is not going to be nearly as efficient now that we are on the draw. So now that we are on the draw, I'm actually going to drop a couple of Butchers for a couple of Lightning Strikes to make sure that I can actually answer the Dreadhorde Arcanist as well. And I'm going to go with this. What does Omaiwu Mushin Daru mean? It means prepare to die, motherfucker. Too many lands. Too little lands.
Here comes the DJ. Here comes the beat.
Fuck it. Just need a red source of mana. That's It's not a red source of mana. Shit, dude. Shit, dude. Can I draw into a red source of mana, please? Oh, thank you. Just thank you. Is that a reckless? Okay, if you had a reckless rage, you would have gone for it there. Maybe not. Fuck. Okay, that's GG. The fact that I cannot answer this. The fact that I cannot answer this immediately, the fact that I don't have the land for, you know, Dragon God and killing this means that he's going to be able to start cycling those, and that is pretty much game, unfortunately. Unless my opponent fucks up and plays Tajik without any backup. Now he has backup, so now he can play Tajik anyways. Depending on his line of play, I may have a chance. Okay, so he's gonna want to protect Feather here. I need a land. I need a land so fucking bad. It's actually insane how bad I need a land. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, thank you. All right.
Never seen water burn? You will.
Okay.
Your crew from my fishing? A fair price.
I gotta keep this in the back, so I force him to play God's Willing if he wants to kill my anger at this turn. Did I make a mistake? Did I make a mistake here? Should I have played Dragon God onto that and then had Angrath here? I think I should have. I think I may have lost this game because of that. I should have played Dragon God down there. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. It's not over. It's not over. Because Dragon God can do it all.
Boros will resonate throughout the multiverse.
Throughout the multiverse! Oh my god, Angrath is secretly MVP here. Yep. No top, no top, no. Oh my god, he's keeping it on top. Why is he keeping it on top? Does he have another one? Are you serious? Oh shit, okay. Well, we know we got to block. Okay. We're still in it. We're still in it. We are still in it. I repeat. Oh, he doesn't. Woo! Alright. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Oh, he derped. But I think we have the makings of a comeback there. You didn't play the excellent event. Don't care about the alternate lands. I just don't really care about events in general. I don't really. I don't care. I just ever really. I just want to play standard. You blew it. Oh. Okay, is this escape shift? Hey, I watch all of your YouTube vids, but this is the first time I've been able to catch you live. Love your content. Think of the kind words, man. Oh, that thought he reached the top deck though. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna go for that. Oh. Banned scape shift nexus. Oh, okay. Okay, buddy. I kind of just wanna. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of Teferi. And the reasoning behind that is because I want to be able to play Thief of Sanity next turn. I want to steal his shit. And I don't want to deal with this nonsense. Though you could make an argument for Scape Shift. He discarded Escape Shift? Wait, what? Wait, why? You have another one, right?
I am not going to sit this one out.
Try this. Thank me later.
Yeah, some people, like, this man doesn't realize that Thief of Sanity is not really doing all that much for me. Like, some people just kind of, like, let the pressure get to them a little bit with that, in that sense.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Actually made a mistake. No.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
I could end up regretting dropping the lightning strike if if this ends up going the way I think. Like, if I top deck a land here and I drop, like, that was what I was thinking. But I was also thinking about the possibility of him dropping a Crassus and me having the answer for it to be able to push damage. But I may, like, if the game plays out in a certain way. Okay, never mind. All right. So, banned, not really banned, like all color scape shift with Nexus. Talk about greed, but we have a sideboard for this. We're going to add in another Legion's End, Triple Dress, Chandra Awakened Inferno, Ashiox, and I don't dislike Chandra Acolyte of Flame either. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take out the, I'm going to bring in Noxious Grasp instead of Cast Down because it enables me to hit the Fairy as well. I like the Lightning Strike. I actually don't like the Thief of Sanity. I actually don't like the Bedevil. Hostage Taker is pretty good. Pretty good. I think I would have it as a one-off. I need flyers, so Nicol Bolas is great. I can drop one Dragon God. I like Awakened Inferno because she clears the board. Knight can drop. And drop down a 2 here. And go with this. I'll keep. We have turn 2 Butcher, which is always a good thing.
again. I am Death's master. My revenge will be painful.
So he could use this as a chump blocker. So for now, I'm just going to attack with the Knight of the Ebon Legion. I am threatening lethal with him alone, so he has to block him. And he'll probably chump block him with the Elvish Rejuvenator. Though the smart thing would be to use the Zombie because of the Legion's End. But I expect him to use the Elvish Rejuvenator here as a blocker. Maybe I'm wrong. That's the good play. But no, he's going to go for that. And we're going to try to capitalize on that. We can't attack with Ravager because of the Ceratops yet, but we're like 1 mana away from being able to convert this. That's okay. Beautiful.
This power is incredible. Isn't death a
I need some kindling. And you look flammable enough.
We're gonna wipe the board here.
I've always wanted to make a
Thanks to
really
the
big
butcher.
fireball.
Bitch! Now we got the Legion's End to combat that. And that's a nice top deck. God damn, that's like the best top deck you can hope for. We have a Legion's End, which can enable us to stop a zombie onslaught for 1 turn. Top is not good. What is this? Oh, is that just okay?
I know what must be done.
Is it just me? Or is it getting a little warm in here?
There we go. All right. Now that we're on the draw, Dreadhorde Butcher loses a lot of value, especially considering the fact that he's playing the Monkey as well. So I think I'm going to take 2 copies of him out. I mean, Knight of the Ebon Legion was absolutely outstanding there. And Butcher was good too. But I think some Bedevils are in order, especially at least one. Knight of the Ebon Legion is just so solid, but he is playing Legion's End himself, so we don't want to be overly vulnerable to that. So I think 3 is the magic number. And what is he playing other than that? I think a one-off of Direfleet Daredevil can be good because he's playing Growth Spiral, and more importantly, he's playing Legion's End, so we can use that against them potentially. And of course, the most important card here is Nicol Bolas the Ravager and Legion's End because we need the flyer. I think I like it like this. And of course, Ashiok. It would be nice to draw into Ashiok. All right, let's go with this. Ashiok isn't as good as you think. You're right. You're right. He's not. I think I should go back to running Blood Sun. Because I have to defend Ashiok. Okay, double Thought Erasure. I'll take it. That can help me surveil and find a red source of mana. We have Noxious Grasp for the Ceratops as well. Or, you know, Teferi if we need to, but we have Bedevil too. So we have Removal, we have Disruption, and we have Nicol Bolas Ravager. This is good, this is a good hand. Normally we'd worry about it being too slow, but we are facing an inherently, like, a deck that at least is slow at the beginning, so we can disrupt it early on. Let's not take any you know, unnecessary damage. Holy mother of greed. Alright, so what do we take out here? Mass Manipulation can be annoying, but it's also like very easy to disrupt later down the line. Jarok can also be annoying, but I mean, I guess I'll take out Jarok. And I will keep that red source of mana there. I mean, I have removal for Jarok, so maybe I should have done things differently, but oh well. We're gonna go for Thought Erasure again, and this time we're gonna take away the manipulation. I'm actually gonna drop this because he has an answer for it. And now is when Dragon God can be incredibly powerful. Come on, baby. Land. Attaboy. Alright, let's attack first. Fuck yeah. This is so devastating. This is so damn sexy.
I will spare you. In exchange
For
for
eternal
eternal
servitude.
servitude.
Motherfucker!
Witness a mote of my power.
Oh shit, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. Well, denied.
I will return one day.
Alright, so what do we waste here? I guess Noxious Grasp. We're just one mana away. Alright, let's try to make him regret, you know, dropping that Legion's end earlier. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, baby, he's in range. Unless he deals with my entire... Yep. Oh! Scape shift down. I repeat, scape shift down. Oh, yes. God, that feels good.